What's up, everybody? Today we're playing with our meat. Just kidding. We're actually going to be trimming this rib chop. We're going to break it down into steps currently. Breaking out the knuckles. You got to cut around. Got to go a little deeper than you might imagine. Spin it around. Cut it right out. The knuckles are probably going to be the hardest part of the rib chop. That's why one of the reasons we deal with it first. And I am just a novice at this. Please do not take my advice as solid gold. There are plenty other channels that will give you step-by-step instructions on how to trim a rib chop. I'm really just trying this out. While I got you though, these fucking gloves make me look like a surgeon. I genuinely hate these gloves. They're weak. They're like real cheap material, even though they say they're the same as our normal black gloves. I hate them. You know what I don't hate though? The look of these forearms. God damn, brother. Alright, we're nearing the end. Enough of the jokes. I got one more knuckle after this, and I'm gonna start going a little bit slower, because right as I'm doing this last knuckle, one of my coworkers walks in and starts distracting me, talking about Assassin's Creed and the new releases. I don't really have much to say about Assassin's Creed. I mean, I got one favorite Assassin's Creed. It's 3, objectively the best Assassin's Creed. Alright, up next, we're gonna start putting our knife between the bone and what I believe to be the spinalia, and then you just kind of rip it away from the bone. You go down the line of all the bones, and then at the end you just grip it and rip it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of reminds me of my homosexual days, you know what I mean? Put butt beads in and rip me up like a Beyblade, you know what I mean? This lip is a little bit hard to get a grip on, but you get it. You get it. You can use your knife if you're a pussy like me, I guess. And then the next step is going to be to go around the bones. You want to stick as close to the bone as you possibly can. You go around the back side, you go through one, reset your knife, and go through the other side. I do this with all the bones, and most places after you get the lip off, you'll French the bones, and that's where you take all the spinalia off and make the bone completely bare.
You what?
We don't always do that though here at our restaurant, because we believe that chewing that little bit off of the bone is amazing. I love the spinalia, I love the muscle. If it's cooked right, cooked down, it is an amazing piece of the rib chop. If you also like playing with your meat or watching me play with my meat, go ahead and take your boning knife and stab the hell out of that like button. And much appreciate that. Alright, nearing the end. This is where it gets a little fun. We're gonna flip it around. We're gonna grab the outside lip. It should be really loose and you should be able to pull it right off. You pull the whole thing back, separate the rib chop from the lip as much as you can, and you'll see some meat. You wanna cut through. Maybe don't go as hard as I do. I don't treat my knife right. And then you can go through in between each bone and cut that muscle just a little bit, and it'll separate if you did around the bone right. That bad boy's done. Now we're gonna put our meat in our container, little Lexan, and don't throw that lip away. That lip is useful. We're gonna cut all the stuff, the meat and a little bit of the fat away from the bottom of the lip, because the bottom of the lip is gonna be just all white fat, delicious white fat. But this stuff right here, this is grind. We can use this for ground beef. It'll help separate some of the lean from the fat and have like a decent ground beef ratio. But this guy right here, if you want to trim all the nasty bits off, all the silvery skin stuff, just toss that in the garbage. There you go. Now we can cook this up, and this will be beef tallow. You want to render this in a saute pan, and you'll have some amazing fat to fry stuff off with. We're going to be currently using this stuff for Yorkshire pudding. Ew. That's British food. Yeah, I don't know. But I do know that McDonald's uses beef tallow for their French fries, or they used to at least. I'm not sure if they still do. It makes delicious fried foods. Alright, well, that's the end of the rib chop, my first attempt at the rib chop video. I can't tell you how many iterations of this I've attempted. If you enjoy meat cutting, or just my voice, think about subscribing, coming on back. I also play Rust. I hope you have a beautiful day and enjoy your life. See you next time.